you want to get into the agribusiness space, there are three things that are very, very important. If you're not looking to come in with land and you're not looking to come in with large capital. So many young people think that if you want to get into agribusiness, you want to start an agricultural concept, you want to start something that's related to agriculture, that you need to have massive land, you need to have 10 hectares. Here farmers talking about hectares, acres, and things like that. So they start feeling, I don't have plenty land, or I don't have money or millions to start this kind of agribusiness that you're talking about. But truth of the matter is that with no land and even with very, very little capital, you can get into agribusiness and start your journey from there. That's where most people start from. So everybody starts small. You don't need to come big, you don't need to come massive and things like that. But however, there are three pillars that you must know that are very, very important for you to understand before you do agribusiness. And one very important way, there are various ways you can come in with little capital. And one very important way is by commodity trading. You come and then you trade commodities for people who have already used their land, or already used their capital to start, and then you trade for them. And then Oyema of Airpiece, he did something like that when he was starting. He traded land for some landowners. From there he made his money. So that's how you can think about starting your own business from that place. Trading for people. Some people call it affiliate marketing, some people do digital marketing and things like that, or network marketing, whatever it is. But you are thinking about how can you trade agro commodities for people, how can you trade cocoa for somebody, how can you trade palm oil, how can you trade cashew for somebody, and then keep a commission out of it. Because you have to just make sure that you're putting your whole heart into whatever thing that you are doing. So there are three pillars that are very, very important for you to understand if you want to succeed in agro-commodities trading, or you want to get into agribusiness with little land or no land and with no capital. And the first thing that you must understand if you are trying to do agro-commodity trading is you must understand the market. Who is going to buy what I'm selling? This thing I'm planning to sell, who is going to buy it? Do they need it? What are their needs, what are their pain points, and things like that. So before you even approach anybody, if you want to sell pepper for somebody, you want to sell gari, you will know that, okay, people really want gari in this place. People are looking to buy gari in this place, but many of them don't want to go to rural areas to get this gari. How can I bring gari from there and then sell to them? Or corn. People are looking for corn to buy, but they don't want to go to rural areas, those interior villages to buy these things. Then you think about how you can get to those places, discuss with the farmers there and say, okay, I want to bring the customer to you, but you're going to give me a percentage. Or some farmers will say they are going to sell it, that is their price. Their price is 10,000 naira per bag, or their price is 100 naira, or things like that. And when somebody says 100 naira, they will tell you that you can add your own price. When you go to the market, when you go to sell those things, they add your own price. You sell it for 120. You come back, you sell it 100 naira, you keep 20 naira on top. That's yours. So, but one thing you have to understand the market. What's the ideal customer like? What do they want? There's a problem that is there that people want and must solve. You understand? So pepper, is it cocoa, is it cashew? You understand? You can start small, you don't need to start big. You understand? So with gari, you can start selling gari, you can start selling palm oil. Lots of people, there are so many rich people, so people there are so many wealthy people in different locations, and they need people to buy palm oil for them. You go and you buy palm oil for them and keep your own profit. Gari, you buy all those things, you keep your profit for them. Pepper, you go and buy those things for them in large quantities and keep it for them. This period, palm oil is moving, so you go to people and say, okay, I want to buy, you need to hold palm oil, you can make money from it, let me go and buy for you, so that you keep it in store for when it's going to rise. You go and you buy for them and you keep your profit on top. So you can start from that kind of place. So you don't need to have land or massive capital to start in this kind of business. The second pillar that is very important for you to understand is commodity sourcing. This one is very, very important. You already have market. You've seen in an area that people want to buy gari, they want to buy palm oil, they want to buy cashew, they want to buy garden egg, they want to buy cucumber, melon, and things like that. You understand that market already, and then you know that you can go and get it from these rural areas. Very important for you to understand this commodity sourcing. How do you go and get this produce? Some people just think that I'll just go and meet the seller and then please go to this farmer and then get it like that. No. Sometimes you go to those farmers, you get it, but there's community fee. Depending if you're buying large quantities, you pay security, you pay this and this and that. Depending on which commodity they are trying to source. For sure, the matter is that whatever thing they are trying to source, you must understand how the process goes like. You're going to somebody to buy potato, you want to buy potato from the person in large quantities. You must understand that the logistics, or maybe coming from that place, bringing the goods, you may pay police on the road, you may pay security fee on the road. You may pay, it depends on the driver, how the driver works, so that you don't do the case where you order for goods, for example, and the goods don't land, or you order for goods and then the driver is telling that he don't know where it is and things like that. You have to understand commodity sourcing. It's something that for it is something that's very important for you to ask questions. This product I'm trying to source, how is it like? This product I'm trying to look for, what is it like? What is the value chain like? What is the process like in getting this thing from this village? Don't just rush to any village and say I want to buy. You buying it from that village is not the end of it all. You understand? So there are other things that you have to do. You understand? You need to study how the community works. You understand? Who owns the goods? You understand? So somebody who has stolen will not sell for you. You understand? So you need to know that thing. So number one, you need to understand the market, and if you need a guide, if you need a thorough guide, if you're thinking about starting an agribusiness, I would advise that you get a guide or a manual that will guide you through different things, talking about finance, talking about management and things like that. Just go to the comment section and type I need the guide, and we'll send a link to you so that you get our agribusiness manual to guide you in starting this agribusiness journey so that you don't make so many mistakes. So that's very important for you. So understand commodity sourcing. Do you need to meet any chief? Do you need to meet any? You need to settle anything in the community when you're coming through the road? Is there anybody that you need to pay money so they don't seize your goods? You need to understand the driver. How is the transportation like? What's the fee like? So let's say the goods is what people are ready to buy the goods for 100 naira, and you go to the community, they are willing to sell it for you for 50 naira. But because you've not calculated that the transportation is worth around 15 naira, you just jump in and bought those goods. It affected me sometimes ago when I need to buy in one kind of location. I need to buy goods in large quantity in one location, and because I now later found out that even the transportation to get that goods out was more than the goods itself. So very important for you to understand everything and calculate your cost and your finances so that you don't end up running at a loss or just killing yourself. So if you're thinking about getting into agribusiness space and you don't know how to start, you can go to the comment section and type I need this guide, and then we'll send you our agribusiness manual that will help you and give you some guides on how you can begin your agribusiness journey so that you don't make mistakes. Make sure you go to the comment section and type I need this guide so that we'll give it to you as soon as possible. Now, the third thing that's very important for you to know is sales and distribution. You need to understand sales and distribution. Very important. You need to know how to sell in agribusiness. It's a business. Number one purpose of any business is to create a customer. You understand? So you need to find a way to sell. Number one, you're selling yourself to people who are looking to buy the goods. Let's tell them I want to buy goods for you. I'll bring it for you for a year. You must learn about selling. How do you sell? So don't just go and start sourcing for goods and say, okay, I want to sell some things to people. I want to buy from your produce and go and sell for people. You've not gotten customers. You started sourcing. You started paying for goods. One very important thing, if you're starting in this kind of method, you must know how to pre-sell. You don't need to have inventory on ground. You don't need to say, okay, you don't need to have what you're selling. If you've seen the way people do affiliate marketing, or you see the way some people do WhatsApp selling and things like that, they just post other people's goods on their platform, on their status, and then you see other people just come and say they're interested in it. They put their own price, then they go to the seller and say, okay, I have this, I want to buy it. Somebody needs this thing that you told me that you have. They give me this goods. So they give you that goods at their own price and you sell it at your own price. You didn't need to have any goods. So don't go and start buying goods, or buying pepper, buying potato in the sense that you want to sell it. Agribusiness is not like clothes business where you can buy those clothes and keep them for 1 year. You buy those things and then in 3 months, if you've not sold them, or in 2 months, if you've not sold them, depending on the product or the produce, they can get spoiled. So you must learn how to pre-sell. You must learn how to have customers. Get customers before you even think about selling these things to them. Get customers before you can get the produce that you want to give. Get customers before you think about the produce to give to them. Another thing is that you must know how to negotiate. In sales, you must know how to negotiate. You must know how to sell yourself to the person, to the people that you don't look like a fool. They will be like, you want to run away with their money. You must know how to sell and present yourself to people so that they understand that yes, this is a serious person. Very, very important. So if you're thinking about getting into agribusiness, like I said, you need to understand the market. Very, very important for you to understand the market. Very, very important for you to understand how you source these commodities, the processes or the maps that are very important. That map that is important for you, and who are the key players getting the goods from the seller to the buyer. Very, very important for you to understand the whole process. And also you need to understand sales and marketing. How do you convince this person to give you money so that you can buy these goods from this person and then give it back to the person? Understand the whole distribution. That all those processes are called the distribution phase. And very important for you to understand that distribution map and the distribution process so that you don't end up running with people's money or making mistakes. Very, very important. If you are somebody who is interested in agriculture, you're thinking about starting in agriculture, but you don't have enough land, or you don't have enough capital, you don't have land to start, agribusiness is something that you can still venture into. So that's why I'm giving you this free guide that's going to teach you, is going to guide you on how you can get started in agriculture. Make sure you go to the comment section and then you type, "Give me this guide," and then we'll get it over to you.